It's been an incredibly long time, but we're back, we're here, and we're playing some Humankind game. If you'd like to know a little bit about it, or you're wondering why or what's going on, I did put a little bit of information in the description. If you're joining live, hello, welcome. Could you please confirm that you can hear me? If you're joining on the VOD, you might want to jump ahead a minute, though I do very much appreciate you being here, and know that some of you have been calling for it, so this one goes out to you. We should be, I believe, if I just turn my microphone down a bit, because it looks like that was a little loud. It looks like we're live on YouTube and Twitch. Both seem to be working good. Maybe one day you can play multiplayer with fans. We have done that before, a few times, actually. And it's always been really fun. Yep. Keen. Jumbo is ignoring me on Discord. That is not true. I'm just slow to reply. No such thing as ignoring, just slowness. And... Hey. Let's go, Dio. Welcome in. Anyway, let's crack on. So, if you're unfamiliar, Humankind is a game a little bit like Civilization. We're going to build a civilization, an empire, piece together a few cultures along the way, and see what we can come up with. For today, we'll play on a normal-sized map, I think. We will take... So the faster pacing we choose, the more difficult the game will be, but also, you know, I don't really have 24 hours, so endless is not a possibility. Slow, unlikely as well. I think we'll shoot for either fast or normal. Fast, normie. At the moment, I'll put it on fast. Welcome to your suggestions in the chat as well. It is not a lie. Hey, typical history nerd, nice to see you, and thank you so much to Inghazer, who's subscribed with their Twitch Prime subscription, and Aaron, who's been a mini pixel for 17 freaking months. I'm happy to be back in Humankind. Nice to see you, Aaron. So for our difficulty, Empire is a pretty good slot for me, I think, probably. Metropolis is normal, then there are the two easy ones if you're a noob, and then of course you can move your way up through to the top. Now we have played before on Humankind difficulty, but I don't think that's a good idea today because I'm far too rusty. Probably Nation or Empire is about right. They've buffed the AI as well since I last played, but yeah, we'll ignore that, I think, and go with Empire. Hey, it has been a while, a hot minute indeed. And Israel, a member for 16 months as well. Just behind Aaron, but an incredible number. How about that? Thanks so much for being a JumboPixel. And then for our world, I think we'll go with a normal one. World shape. Let's randomize it. Continent shape. Chaotic. Climate standard. Land percentage, we probably want whatever the game would suggest. 50, 40, 50, 50, 50. Okay. I feel like because the world shape is random, let's go with 2 continents, and then it can just mess up the rest. Everything else here is probably okay. I just want to check the resources. Abundant, luxury resource, natural. Okay, that's probably fine. Now, of course, we have to put in our competitors, and I did make sure that my games together, or amplifiers, was working. So I have some of you in here. Oh, Gareth! Cheeky! Gareth, thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships to Dio, Space Bunny, Typical History Nerd, Noe, and Will H. You are too kind, and that is very generous. Thank you. Where are you on this list? Let me grab some names that stick out to me as I see them. Look at that, and there's the notification as well. Kia ora, Frankie. Let's grab... I saw... someone yesterday in chat, his name came up. We should probably, naturally, take a huck. So let's grab a huck. A very strong persona. So these personas will have individual little benefits that they'll be bringing along into the fight as well. Let's grab a Pete, who's an expert militarist traitor. Terrible idea. Terrible idea. Let's also take Tink. Let's grab whoever is, I don't know, 10th. I think that's Oh my god, there are so many. This is fantastic. Look at all this. I'm so glad that the system is still working because they transferred it over into something else. What are all these? Oh, these are the memberships coming through that you gifted, Gareth. How about that? No, I didn't. I said Kyoto. But if it made sense in Mexican Spanish, that's even better. Okay, Tentacle Shotgun, you're in. And our final player, because I don't want to spend too much more time on it. A big hello to you. Hoff. Okay, great. I think all of these settings are good. Let's start the game. Bam. We're away. Are you planning to make any more Victoria 3 gameplays? Absolutely, man. Victoria 3 is going nowhere fast. At the moment, I'm just revisiting some of the games that have been pretty important to the channel over the year or two that I've been doing this proper. And today, that game is Humankind. But rest assured, Vic 3's going nowhere. And Frankie, thank you so much for the $10 for my glory and success. That is awesome. So are you. Just a greeting, like, what's up? Oh, wow.
Our universe contains infinite
coincidence.
stories.
Okay,
Most of which
let's jump
here
into Humankind
is
game
where
and
it
see what kind of
begins.
start we get. It's
The
garbage.
future that you carve through force of
garbage.
will and a bit of luck.
Why is it garbage?
Out of the raw stuff of planet Earth. Alliances and enemies.
Who are we voting
wealth
for?
and danger,
Phoenicians.
Power and penury.
Ugh.
May you leave the greatest mark.
I mean, I'll have a look. No, it's terrible.
Just because a culture died out doesn't mean
Is
it
it?
wasn't worthy of study.
I'm gonna stay. We've got a resource and a little bit of coastal water. I think we'll be totally fine. Currently playing a game of Humankind as well. Started as the Hittites and now the Persians. I miss the Persians. I think the Hittites have gotten better since I last played as well, actually. Maybe. If we take the science, we can get the science star really fast and move through really fast. And because we're playing on fast mode, in case you didn't gather by how many times I said fast, I think that could be a good idea. However, the lack of spitting out extra people here could make this kind of crappy. Here's some food
Full
to save the
bellies
day.
and healthy children.
Meat, these nuts.
I see where
to the
this is
rescue.
going.
Oh, yeah, look, this is great. Jeez. This is fantastic. I think we'll go up, grab this 810 this turn. Next turn, we should be able to get enough science to move through. I don't want to muck around for the other stars because, quite frankly,
You have
they're a
built the first
horrendous
outpost,
waste of
adding
time.
Another
So we'll get rid of
territory
those
to
two.
your empire. I know you're hoping
that's
this
a lot
is
of
the beginning of
upgrades.
something very, very big.
Okay. Food. Science. We have to get the science. I can't really get both. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. No, I can't. Okay, so we're just going to go down here and get the science. And then this dude is going to go down here? Question mark? What's this? A prairie? Some berries on the prairie? Where's these nuts again? Yikes. But this has got us our astronomy trait, +1 science, per population on city or outpost, so we'll grab that. And actually, daisy chain this unit back this way. Hello. These nuts providing some more food as well. How far can we go? Oh, look at this. It's too good, but not as good as you are, Gareth. With the £20 donation, the donation of the year, Gareth says, Jimbo, don't make me super chat you about BG3, and then some beady little eyes. I can feel them staring at the back of my head from halfway around the world somehow. How do you do it? Thank you for your generosity. And also those cheeky super stickers at the start, which I didn't forget. I was just late replying. I'm going to say that from now on. That's good. Okay. What is also good is that we've picked up lots of stars, so let's move through. We've lost a few cultures, but none of the ones that were on my shortlist. I put our 3 favorite cultures on the shortlist, which you can vote for at the moment on the YouTubes, but not on the Twitch train. Speaking of, hello to you, Dr. Kane. Great to see you. Are we doing the Olmecs, the Olmecs, and the Olmecs? Well, that is a great question. Actually, the crowd has voted for the Phoenicians. Olmecs got last. And I am always a fan of the democracy. So it looks like we're probably going to go for a Phoenician start. Surprising, but fair. If we have a look through, you didn't answer me. I'm streaming. I'm late replying. Okay, the Phoenicians. Yep. +2 money per traders. +1 combat strength on naval units. Naval unit movement speed, combat strength, and some nice harbors. Okay, well, I mean, if you're sure. Have you played the Phoenicians since they're buff? No, I haven't. No. Usually choose the Olmecs for food and culture. This is what you missed out on, everybody, for not voting. Look at this. Look what you've done. Okay, we're going to take the Phoenicians, because I haven't played them since they got buffed. So we move better across the sea, and we fight better across the sea with combat units and normal units. Then we have our harbour. Units to disembark without any movement cost. Neat. Food, gold, and then a boat, which is a transport. Okay. We're going to do it. Choose Joe. Yeah, Joe. My favorite one, especially when the game first came out. Man, we had some killer gameplays with Joe. Alright, let's try the Phoenicians. And I'll start a poll up for round 2 as well. So get your suggestions in. And we have around 80 people watching already. And we're only 11 minutes into the stream. So welcome to you, whether you're watching on YouTube, about 60 of yous, and 22 likes. Can we get to 100 likes? I hate to ask. It's so scumbaggy. I hate it. But I would like a few extra. Oh, the puns. Okay. So when we move through the next turn, we'll turn into the Phoenicians. For the time being, let's just see if we can see maybe a bit more coast. Yeah, there's actually, as it turns out, an incredible amount of coast. And also horses and 2 luxuries. So this star actually was fantastic. And I'm glad that I kept it. We'll probably disband a unit into this territory so that we can start, you know,
challenges of
working the city, so to speak. So we'll do that fairly quick smart. And then get these other dudes out exploring around. Your first city can be founded. Neat. Do we want to reposition it anywhere? We could reposition it up there for an extra 8 industry. And then use the coastline for our food. I'm going to do that. I feel like that is a play that you might not that you might not necessarily jump to, but I think it's a good one. Okay, let's not build a maker's quarter because that's a bait. Let's get a pottery workshop down because we're going to be short on culture. And then get rid of, I suppose, this unit, because it's kind of done its dash. Let's just explore up this way, get the last little bit of value out of it, and then see you later, you've been retired. Gareth, thank you for the £20 super chat. That is far too kind. I will let you, but only when it's on special and at a cheap price, because I can't guarantee that I'll play it. And that's why I generally I don't like to accept keys from people if they're buying them, even though I would, like, I know it's a bit ungrateful. I just can't guarantee that I would play it. But thank you so much for another £20. You're ridiculous. And I love you. Alright. So just take it. We're going to explore with this unit. Probably disband this one as well. Let's get Bibbly Boss up nice and large. And we'll name it in your honor. Gareth the Boss. Isn't a terrible name for a city. Don't tell anybody I named that. If anybody tunes in late, that was the AI. Stupid history. Oh, and Frankie, not to be outdone. Frankie, thank you so much. For a $30, we're going to need to get a second city. For a $30 super chat, Frankie says, get murdered by a mammoth lol. Actually, a legit strategy. But you know what? Fine. Let's take it down. We're jumping into Humankind's combat system, which I probably don't need to deploy a manual battle for this fight, but obviously we'll hold our high ground and take down this woolly boy just for you. The legit strategy I was mentioning... Oh crap, we can't reinforce. It's fine, we'll be fine. If you do that with your first settler, you can respawn with like 4 dudes. So, kinda legit. Okay, we need to defend because I'm gonna lose. Oh my god, he did. We're pinning this squarely on Frankie. Frankie, we've just lost the game because of the snowball effect that we've missed out on. I hope you're happy. Any suggestions for our next era? Let me have a look. I feel like the game should let you play with a bit more than 10 players. Would be cool. Probably difficult to do with their netcode, I'm guessing. Phoenicians are great with our access to water. I agree. Only 23 likes. I know it's shocking. We're at 35 now, though, Aaron. Jumbo soon to be the top of the wealthiest in the world at this rate. I wish. I wish. I got what I paid for. Oh, man. How good. Thanks again for your generosity, the two of you. I love the fact that YouTube keeps your names up there for a lengthy amount of time. Although the fact that Gareth's is there twice is a little bit upsetting. Concerning. I mean, sorry. It's not upsetting. Although maybe it is. Anyway. Okay. Oh. Yeah. You brave boy. You can actually, you know what? You've served your purpose. Get out of here. So now we have 3 people here, so we can start to work these tiles a bit more. I'm instantly starving because I settled on this really aggressive spot. So unfortunately, to sustain this, before I can get the harbour unlocked, I probably do need to build a farmer's quarter. Unfortunate. It's my tech that's holding me up here, really, isn't it? Let's have a look at the tech tree. We need either this to improve our resources, or we need to go straight to fishing. Horses for science, and then straight to fishing. Yeah. Or maybe we just put dudes on science. Let's go straight to fishing. And then see, look, we can put, look at this. We don't need to build this pottery workshop. Let's put a science dude here instead. That will speed that up by a bit. If I'm brave enough to take someone off food, which we actually can do for a couple of turns, we can research really fast. So let's min-max this a bit. So we'll lose a population in 2 turns. Okay. Can't quite buy a district yet. Oh, I should really be exploring with these guys as well. My focus is a laser beam. One thing at a time. Just burning a hole in the side of its head, and everything else goes out the window. Yeah. This looks like a pretty decent second territory as well. It's got copper. Should we take down this woolly boy?
I'm over here.
Maybe not, but I might pillage this sanctuary for good measure. And then we'll end this turn. Now we're about to lose a population, so we're going to have to throw people back onto food. We're still going to lose a population, but in the nick of time... Ooh, invest in a resource deposit. That is tempting, but I think we need to, in the nick of time, build a farmer's quarter so that we can put the dude on there and just stop the city from losing a population. How good. Okay. Now we're kind of waiting in our harbour waiting room for 5 more turns. I could buy... Oh, we need calendar to even trigger that, so that's not going to happen. Gareth, thank you for the I'll be back note. That is amazing. SMOSG. Hi, you are so low in voice. My voice volume, do you mean, is low? Or my tenure? I am a little bit quiet. Oh, I can fix that. Hopefully that will be a little bit better. Let me know if it needs a bit more. I am here to serve. Thanks for letting me know. Okay. Here's a research. Looks good to me. Sweet. Sweet. If it's still too quiet, I can do more as well. Okay, so we'll take that. And then we've got this dude up here who probably wants to do a cheeky settle. But also wants to figure out if this has coastal territory. So I'm actually going to abandon that, walk straight into the combat zone of this unit and lose my turn. Cool. Oh wait, that's not how it works in this game. Thank goodness. Okay. Looks like there could be some decent stuff around this way. Although, actually, that looks terrible. Okay. Here we have marble, which provides industry on both cities. Neat. This is going to be a decent settle as well. Maybe this one for the rivers. Though, actually, we're looking at coastal territory. Which reminds me, we probably also want to get a religion online kind of quickly. And I don't think we're a faith that can, a culture that can generate much religion. I always need a bot more. He's one of those smooth voices, though. Best to assume that wasn't the meaning. Okay, let's get some industry online then, I guess. We probably want makers' quarters around those, but this is a fantastic spot, so I'm doing it there regardless. Maybe someone back on science? Yeah, we can starve for a little bit. I think that's fine. Get fishing in 3 turns. 2 turns. Yes! I kind of regret the... Look at this. What is this? The freaking Woolly Mammoth Convention. Okay, and there was nothing up here. You bait. You baited me good. Let's pillage this sanctuary, for which we will get... Oh no, don't disband. Oh jeez. It took me far too long to find that. 10 gold. How about that, everybody? Don't say I'm not out here working hard on the grind. Oh, and we've met somebody.
The neighbors more than you.
Greetings. I'm called.
It's the Olmecs. Should we send them a gift? This is new. You can have all of my cities. No. Hey, this is cool though. This is new. I haven't actually made a video about this yet on the channel, so I might do that. So we could give them our hunting parties. We can give them money. And influence. Neat. For now though, we'll do none of that. And instead, just keep doing our thing. Yeah. We're just gonna keep doing our thing. Okay, you need to look for the best spot to settle. Let's bring the settler overview up. Reckons it's actually that territory. You know, it could almost be right. Let's have a look over here anyway. Embassy available for construction. There is a building that will at least give me some stability, which long-term viewers will know is something that I desperately need. This is going to change our societal axis, but really not by a lot, so we'll just distribute. Calendar, let's get our luxuries. And, okay, so we've got an embassy, +3 influence per adjacent district. And then we have our harbour for lots of money. And it is a lot of money. Great. Let's build that, and then maybe build the embassy not directly on it, but perhaps around here somewhere, so that it will actually have some districts near it soon. Let's do that. Just smack bang in the middle. Okay, great. We don't really need the extra science anymore. Putting people on industry doesn't do a lot, so let's throw everybody onto... Oh, okay. 1 on industry, 2 on food, and then get this thing online as fast as we can. Now we're away and laughing. Gareth!
To unravel the diplomat's
Thank you for the £10 super chat, Gareth. You are too much. It's got wrecked with someone who looks a little bit like me falling off a computer chair, likely better quality than mine. Thank you. Okay, because we converted our dudes early on, we've got not a lot of dudes, and we're being hunted down in the wild. Get out of there! Although I do want to claim this territory, so we're going to need to try and quickly stamp this down next turn. Civ 7 comes out, do you think it'll be the same art style as Civ 6 or different? I would predict it would be a bit different, Joshua, and that is just entirely my guesswork. But they don't tend to replicate the same art style twice in a row. They just kind of never have. It's always moved a little bit with the times, and it's always been slightly different from the past. I would expect it to still be on the cartoony side rather than the gritty side, personally. But perhaps a little grittier or a little bit more realistic than Civ 6, because I do think that they'll change it a bit. Yeah, that would be my completely uneducated 2 cents worth. Gareth, you're amazing. Let's get domestication in your honor and ride some horses. This would be good for the copper, but actually it's a bit mid. So, with this guy settling on the way out though, and with a lot of influence to burn, I'm going to settle it anyway. Let's grab 16 industry. Our people will never eat, but they will chop like there's no tomorrow. Placing territories is great for us because we can place down our unique harbours without having to build them into cities or even outposts. So, absolutely brilliant. Ooh. Wow. Okay. I see you. If we're playing that game, let's start aggressively settling. It looks like there's going to be a rivalry between the Phoenicians and the Olmecs developing fairly early on in this game. Neat. Okay, scoot you up there. Let's use our merchant ability, finally, to start hooking up some resources. Start getting some stars so that we can move through. Do we want to hook that up straight away? Maybe. Our stability here is at 100%. Let's attach it. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. We'll also get those horses online because that's a nice little food and science boost. I'll just buy that. And then maybe we use our ability on that one. And instead focus on our fishery upgrades. Oh, that industry upgrade is really neat too. Let's get that first, actually. Nice. Garothy Boss. Terribly named city. Looking great. Non-aggression pact. I'll counter that back at you because you've already tried to fight me once. You can't run away with your tail between your legs now, you fool. Next up on the tech tree, city defense seems like a good shout. Could try and squeeze that one. Though probably this one is the best. Let's try and cut them off at this peninsula. Peninsula? Peninsula. I always make sure it's forested and unused. I'm building on green. I'm sorry. I'm the worst. Oh, this looks like a fun spot to defend. Hey!
Come over here.
Oh, I love that. Also, great spot for like a Joe district or something like that. -5 stability, -2 science, -80 gold. Let's take the stability hit because who cares? Famous last words. And you want to get around that way because we need to get into settling overdrive mode. How much is it going to cost? 70 influence. Okay. Oh, there's a very narrow passage through here, so we need to try and cut this off. And buy out that lumberyard real quick. Wouldn't hurt probably to have a unit of some kind. Let's get an archer here just to be safe. Also a common mistake of mine. Our next key technology is gonna be... maybe writing. I'm kind of a money dude. Or bronze working. Bronze. I think I'll be more likely to improve the copper before I want to build a money district.
The first ship is a wonderful...
Maybe.
Sadly for the crew,
I don't know.
we're likely to see
Hey,
the
we're nearly
first
at 50
seafarer
likes.
as well.
Come on. What feature from past civs? Ooh, another good question. You know, and I've been thinking about this a lot. The video that I just uploaded on the channel was effectively kind of like a Civ 7 is coming. Here's an updated wish list. What would be the #1 feature that would return from previous games? For me, it would likely be something from Civ 5, I think. Straight off the bat.
Why was this even a question? Let's keep it
Let's
simple.
get cheaper outposts.
We've been here. It's our place.
What would it be, though? Oh, I have a big one and a small one, actually. My big one is World Congress. I think that a good World Congress system, and don't get me wrong, Civ 5's wasn't the best, but I think it's the best one that Civ has ever had, and could quite easily be built upon 12 years later. I would like that Congress to be brought in and modernized. That's my big one, because I think it makes the late game more interesting, and it also makes diplomacy more interesting, which matters in a game where you're playing with the AI. And then my small one, I like the citadels from Civ 5, where you could place them down, and say I place one down here, and the opponent had this territory. It would steal the adjacent tiles to the citadel and bring them under my control. I like that. A tiny little thing, but it always makes me happy when I do it. So satisfying. A great question. Thank you. Thank you, Oscar. Are you going to try Starfield when it comes out? To be honest, I'm struggling to think about exactly... Oh, Starfield! Yes, the new Skyrim in the Sky. Yes, absolutely. Maybe even on the channel, even though it's a little bit outside of my normal realm. When Elden Ring came out, we streamed that. It naturally didn't really get as many viewers as something like Humankind or Civ or Victoria 3 will get. But it was really fun. So yeah, I think so. Hey, Pete, nice to see ya. And thanks so much for the $10 super chat. What Humankind madness is this? I know, right? The first Humankind stream of 2023. Thanks for your support, Pete. I saw your super chat on the Dune Spice Wars stream as well. Come through. Thanks for that. YouTube gives me great notifications for that kind of thing. Go figure. Okay, we want to try and settle this territory, and I think we actually want to settle it right in here, because it could be very hard to defend, given it's right up against Leventa. Because we've started as the Phoenicians, we can spam out our harbours like this, which is super good. We've got cheaper territory claims, so let's quickly run in here and place down the biggest lol of all time. Oh, I know that we could get some good district adjacency bonuses in there, but if I build this here, we can defend this forever. It will be a bastion of the people, so let's take it. Little bit of science and intel. Okay. Influence, rather. Actually, intel is something we haven't got yet. Me playing like it's 2021.
An embassy. Behind those
okay.
elegant doors, a whole new world
let's
of
get
diplomacy awaits.
shamanism, because it remains the best. Skyrim in the sky. Yeah, what a terrible description. I did see that scenario. Looks very cool. I didn't want to play it today though, because I really wanted to play some of the ancient, the earlier era cultures, and it starts at era 4. Can I turn this into a city? 80. That's not actually even that expensive, but obviously we'll do the harbour upgrades, even though they're a bit crap. We'll get the horses online, and then we won't relocate, because this place is the best. With all of these territories upgraded, I am kind of looking for city number 2 now. How can I get some more influence? Not. I just can't. Okay, well, we'll buy a fishery because that'll give us loads of food. Let's redistribute some populations around. Maybe get some extra science, some extra industry. Ditch the money, because we're making a lot of money already. 13 food out of animal barns is great. And then let's get a warrior to back up our archer. Actually, change of mind. Let's get a holy site down. Where's a good tile for it? That one looks pretty decent. Or maybe we just play it on a blanket industry one. But not on the nice green? Question mark? Okay, I'll place it on a food one then. There we go. That's for you, Frankie. Don't expect me to keep it up, though. And then we need some resource extractors, because these things are just money printers for us. I'm going to move this ahead of everything else. And actually, I'm going to beeline the production on these stone rings. I'm going to do it so much that I'm also going to chop down a forest. Sorry. Is there a crap one around? There's one.
Follow me.
Okay, you did a great job at settling here. Now, fan out over that way. You fan out over there. So that we're at least ready to place down some future places. Place. Technology-wise... anything that can generate me influence would be really nice. Maybe that means I want my envoy. Okay, let's unlock the envoy. Which was, of course, added in the Together We Rule DLC. Which we've had a couple of videos on the channel, but not a lot. And of course, this will be the first main live stream. Huck, nice to see ya. Welcome in. We are at nearly 100 live viewers across both platforms, which is outstanding, and just crossed over 50 likes. I think that was you, friend. Hope you're doing well. Oklahomies. To all the Oklahomies out there, actually, and anybody in any surrounding states, I see your weather has been wild. More wild than our cyclone, maybe? Question mark? Maybe. I don't know. I find it strange that I even hear about the fact that Oklahoma's had bad weather on the morning news. I'm sure you don't hear about the New Zealand weather very often. Okay, we want to settle this, but we also want to get our next city down, so I'm going to patiently save up for 2 turns and just sit here and wait. A little bit of cheeky deforestation. Looks good to me. It won't even help with this. But we'll deforest to build a mine, because that's kind of fitting, actually. And then I guess with this one, we'll just keep exploring for a little bit longer. Maybe we can find a territory with a natural wonder, which we're yet to find. Disappointing, to say the least. The opponent seems to think that they can just mosey on in. Tentacle shotgun. Disappearing into the fog of war. With a scout just standing here doing nothing, but kind of nervously hoping that they don't settle this territory now. I already have an extractor on that resource. What we could do is place an extractor on someone else's. But that's not very good at this stage in the game. That's like 1 turn's gold. I'm basically just swapping influence for gold. Not good. We could get it on the copper, but no. Let's wait 1 more turn. Get our city. Oh, it's also time to run a new poll, which I haven't done yet. What were our fan favorites? I think we've played quite a bit of the Carthaginians, so they'll be one option. They are a great follow-up to the Phoenicians as well. Probably my personal pick. Who else would be on this list? Any fan favorites? You're welcome to shout out. It's so good to see so many familiar names. And yes, you did miss the generous pound storm that was Gareth. The man, the myth, the legend. Maybe we put a warlike one in for a little bit of option. We did play a bit of the Persians and the Romans. We've sort of dabbled with them a bit too. So we'll go with the Carthaginians. The... the Persians, I think. And for my last pick, we'll take the Goths as the Faithy War one. So, I will chuck a poll down for y'all. Y'all. Who am I? It'll be a fairly quick one, of course, because we're kind of ready to move through soon. You'll have the Goths, you'll have Carthage, and you'll have Persia. Bam. Yeah, and that's a great suggestion, Pete. Did I miss something? I did. Playing casually since September, clueless, can't survive past Metropolis. Do you have any step-by-step beginner guides? I absolutely do, yes. If you search Humankind Beginner's Guide, you should find them. And I also have ones that are era by era. So there's an ancient era guide, which goes through into the next era. They were created before the DLCs have came out, but the strategies are essentially unchanged. Yeah. There's a reason why I haven't needed to redo those. It's basically the same. In terms of your goals and aspirations, of course, there are some different mechanics and things will look a little bit different. What am I doing? Waiting for this to be a city. Okay, cool. Let's quickly do this. Bam. Frankisville. Neat. 0 population. Not a very popular city, as it turns out. But that's okay. Let's get the pottery workshop first. In fact, we'll just buy that, because Joe Rockefeller is in the house. +3 food from harbour. The walls would be nice for the extra fortification, particularly while we have no one living here. 5 turns, though. Let's get food instead. What does the district look like? Terrible. Should I get my fort down? I'm going to. Neat. We don't really have a lot of people we could transfer over. Except for actually this scout. Yeah, once we settle a city with them, we're going to transfer them into that one. They're kind of dispensable. Oh, I'll get that. Nice. Oh my god, I just watered everywhere. What's the best way to maximize the number of likes on the stream? I don't know. I don't know. Just more people. Hey, P. Draggy, nice to see you. Long time no see. Zephon. No, I have not. Frankie's population. Currently 0. No one is allowed in. One of my recommended ways to max fame, James. You definitely want to hang around in eras for as long as you can. Don't even be afraid if you're perhaps one era behind everyone else. That's by far and away the best way that you're going to do it. Other than, of course, the obvious kind of, you know, spread your yields, focus on what you do best. Early warring is almost always needed as well, so that you make sure that you can get the military stars. Speaking of which, thanks for reminding me, because I'm going to need to start gearing towards at least just fighting a couple of units so that we can pick those up. Let's grab this territory, nearly blocking them off. We'll move down here to block this final slot. And then we're going to get some units online. Yeah. Currently, not the best, but let's train up an army anyway. Leadership is good. Get some extra influence out of it, which is also good. Put us up to 54 a turn, and we're still maximizing our stability. Great. I don't see any unimproved resources, so I move on. You are going to become the... Oh, look. The second population of Frankiesville. See you later, units. And then I suppose we'll just sweep up whatever cheap tech is left. Oh, we need to get an envoy as well. I've stayed away from these ones because we're not really relying on the land too much. We are a sea peoples. No, we don't yet have any boats. We'll get there. Okay. How the new espionage mechanics works today. I played with it a bit, haven't quite made sense of it. Yeah, absolutely, Pete. I'm not an expert in it though, but absolutely. It's been 3 months to the day since the last Humankind stream. Ha! Wow, that is a cool coincidence. Well, how good. It's great to see a lot of interest. I remember that last Humankind stream peaked at about 34 viewers, I think. And currently we have actually just ticked over 100 if I add the Twitch viewers on to the YouTube. But very close, even on YouTube alone, with 60 likes too. So it's really awesome to see. Thanks so much for tuning out. Means a lot. Jumbo isn't even rusty. I am a little rusty. We haven't lost. We haven't encountered anyone yet. Let's wait and see. But it would be fair to say that I haven't really played except to record for a couple of update videos since then. So, yeah, rustiness, absolutely a thing. Oh, dear. Okay. We're going to need to pop out some emergency units out of here. It does seem like a shame to waste all of these pops. But if we put 2 on industry, we can get the unit in 2 turns. We can still get the unit in 2 turns with just 1. It doesn't really make a difference either way. Am I going to be able to save this in time? I think so. But it's going to be tight because we've only got 2 turns to trigger a fight. I'm even tempted to bring the scout back, but I think that that's a bad long-term play. So I'm not going to do it. Hello, beautiful. Did you fall from Angel with your wings? Because you look great. Or whatever. I'm settling. And we're going to build a harbour quickly before we move through eras. Get the copper down. Get the porcelain down. Oh, look at all the stars. More porcelain down. This is a great way to get your builder stars as well. And here's our military stars, if we can muster up something to take them. We're not going to. Which actually isn't the end of the world, because all that's going to happen is we're going to have to resettle it. Let's get +1 combat strength on our unit and really lean into the extra influence.
To do a job unless they want to.
An army of 2 approaches. It's obviously not going to be enough to destroy them. So I'll just let them do that. I'll step to the high ground. And then I guess we'll just bring this... Holy cow, the movement points. We'll just snake this envoy around the side. And yes, Pete, try and demonstrate a little bit of the new diplomatic units or the spies. We have 3 main new units to look at and a few buildings. 94 live viewers. Amazing. Amazing. Do you have drops enabled on Twitch? I do, yes. I had a look before I started, and I'm not sure if Humankind still have the avatar drops enabled. But if they do, everything is working on my end. I would love some feedback on the Twitch end, by the way. It would be great if someone could let me know. But yes, on my end, we're all set up and enabled for you to download the official voiced, photographed, real deal JumboPixel avatar and play against me in your games. But the reason why I didn't bring it up is because I'm just not quite sure if it's enabled on their end. Since they swapped from Games Together to Amplified, perhaps. I couldn't see it anyway. Right, let's move across there. And... I should really move through. What's my fame standing looking like? Oh... Okay, so we have no diplomat stars, we've earned no leverage, that's fine. I think we can get our expansionist gold. And probably at least silver in these 2 before we move through. So that'll be my goal. Sailing seems like a really good one for me to have. A little bit of an oversight. Yikes. And then let's go, our stability is somehow still fine, so I'm going to keep writing that out. Let's get another anti-cavalry unit, because I think they had a couple of those. And another archer, because I love ranged combat in this game. So much fun. So much fun. Thanks for the advice, Pete. It does look cool. It looks like a really cool scenario, that Flint and Steel one. If it had started in an earlier era, I would have played it today, probably. Okay. Let's just bring the army up. Merge them up, bring them up. They took it! Oh, okay. So, here's an opportunity for us to lean in a little bit into this system, because they're starting to generate a whole load of grievances against us. They destroyed my outpost, so I can renounce that and get 5 of the new diplomatic currency, leverage, or leverage, if you're that way inclined. Or, of course, we can do the classic demand thing, and until our demands are accepted or withdrawn or trade between our empires will be suspended, borders closed. I'm going to renounce it. And then they claimed a territory on my border. I'm going to renounce that as well. Now that we've generated a little bit of leverage. How much did we need for the star? Collect it. Oh, I think collect means we have to collect it with the units or on the map, though. 20 gold. Not ideal. Okay, so we have a diplomatic agent. Unrestricted access. Faster movement on roads. And can move in foreign territory. Can perform foreign offensive actions. Let's see. Get a little closer to the city, which unfortunately is actually up these rocks. Oh, dude. And then we're gonna have to declare war or something to get this territory back. Not ideal. Whoa. Harbour. Hardly know it. Let's get that built there. What are you doing? We've got some rogue agents moving through our land. Can we distribute some units to go and take them down? Ooh, hello. Okay, so now we've got the chariot, which is 22 damage. And probably pretty fast. Let's queue one of them up. One of those. Maybe send this guy over to investigate as well, because it could just be one lone unit. War has been declared. Ah! The second I turned my back. Was this fort close? Yes, it was. Okay, so we've got Frankiesville The ultimate
your
defensive
friends
city.
know of
No, it
extensive
doesn't have
defense
walls. Don't at me. Should I get them for 3 pop? That would leave nobody in it. Oh, it's such a shame we don't have a garrisoned army there. Or I would absolutely do that. But for the time being, that's fine. Okay, so we've had war declared against us. We can force them to lose 10 war support by spending some of our leverage. Otherwise, though, the rest of the new diplomatic actions as part of the leverage and agreement screen are, of course, locked. So we could use this to try and force their war support down to end the war a little sooner. We'll keep that in the back of our mind. Let's bring this archer over here fairly quick smart. Maybe race a chariot over as well. Yeah. More coastal territories to pick up? I think so. Just place that down there for now, and we'll think about relocating it later. And let's go have a look at their city. Can we do literally anything while we're at war with them and with an envoy? Hello! Hello! No. But you will generate things, right? Envoy's Empire gains 10% of the visited foreign city's influence per turn for each envoy unit in the territory. The owner of the city receives the same amount of extra influence. So I'm generating influence for both of us. I mean, I guess that's okay. Civ 6 is a little cheaper. It is true. Buy Civ 6 first. It's on sale. Yeah, Civ 6 is on a great special at the moment. So my advice would be the same as chat's. Yeah. Just because you can get Civ 6 for like $10. A much easier pickup. And I guess while we're at war, we'll just leave this envoy here. We could go through and scout out their land, explore a bit more. But probably La Venta is our new war goal. And our fortified city is under siege. Let's sortie. Well, I don't really want all the peasants out here though, actually. I want to kind of hide them and just put our one good unit at the front. Though I guess holding the high ground and sacrificing them is probably a good idea, so I'll move them back. Change my mind. We can reinforce down this way, which is fantastic. Though, terrible places to do it. This archer can probably tuck themselves away and fire across the hill, though. So that's pretty neat. Pew pew pew! That's almost a fair attack if it was a proper unit. I'm gonna do it, even though we're the peasants. Just to pump a little bit of extra damage out. And then I'll end round and just defend with the rest of them, because they're either in bad spots or I just simply don't want to fight. Oh, we're just about to cross over 100 live viewers on YouTube alone. Thank you for 69 likes as well. Nice. Game enhancing mods are plenty in Civ 6. That's true. Yeah, lots of great community modding and content there. Humankind has some brilliant mods as well, though, I would argue. Pew pew pew! We want to try and move our units to high ground if pos. Let's try and clear the way next turn. This peasant's going to take a beating, so we'll bring them back into safety. Getting the anti-cavalry unit out here to stab this horse is great, so we'll do that. And then we'll just hold the high ground, attack across the river. Pretty smooth. Pretty smooth defense. What's your lamb, mate? I know, right? Little do they know. Let's push the aggressive. Stab. Hey, that was a pretty decisive victory. We unfortunately lost one of the city militia in the process. That generic-looking bearded man. But that's a great result. That'll hurt their wall support quite a bit. Increase ours. Let's send them a gift to celebrate. Just kidding. Jeez. Okay. Oh no, it's not a peninsula. No! I'm actually just aggressively forward settling their capital on accident. I'm kind of here for that. Okay. Neat. Frank Spill! Frankie Spill lives!
From mundane tallies of crops.
Dang straight it does. That thing is a bastion. There is no way anybody's breaking in there. We will defend. I'm just going to relocate this to a better spot. High ground spot. Easier to defend. Looks good. And we've kind of blue blobbed our way along. The front lines are pretty brutal. What's this? Okay, they've decided to attack our diplomat. Rude. Get your backside out of there. Unbelievable that they don't accept some kind of rule or something. Oh! And the viewers just keep going up. That is wicked to see. And Frankie, thank you again for another super chat. And a $10 one at that. Thank you for defending my no one is allowed rule. My absolute pleasure. Thank you for your generosity. And thank you for supporting the stream. Let's get you, in exchange for your generosity, some cash injected walls built in your city. We could extend the forts out a little bit more. It's a shame that this territory isn't yours. Oh wait, hold on. I can change that. Now that territory's yours. And we're going to get you a high ground fort just to go next door as well, because that one will be especially good for defending because of its high ground. But the choke point's great too, because they just can't get units in close enough. So good. I don't think we worry about building up this city. Maybe we just use you to pump out another unit once you're done. Yeah. New civic, army wages. +1 combat strength on unit. Okay, looks like we're going down this route. Neat. Is it time to move through? Has anybody else? Okay, so one person has moved through and taken the Mayans. 4 more to go plus me. So I can probably hang around even longer and get some more fame. However, we already have 3 gilded. So maybe I'm getting towards my limit. Like, I probably don't get the diplomat one. It's looking good. I think it's going to work out pretty well, actually. Alright, let's move into their territory, seeing as they're attacking our diplomat. Teach them a lesson they won't soon forget. We're going to leave whatever straggler was going on up there alone. Hustle this chariot this way. Thank you, Gareth City. Maybe work on some more. I think that's a good idea. I'd love to make this into a city as well fairly quickly so that they can't ransack it easily. So actually that might be my next big spend. My next big influence blowout. Civ does a better job of... Yeah, it does. Civ does a much better job at providing that kind of uniqueness, I suppose. Hey, David. To their civilizations. Of course, they're much more ring-fenced because you can't change them, and that helps probably quite a bit. But, yeah, I agree. This unit's a bit weak, but we're just going to send them in there anyway. They've taken my harbour, which is probably actually culturally offensive to me. So now we're really going to have to take it. There's no one living in their city. Look, Frankiesville is a metropolis in comparison. Jeez. What the heck? Okay, let's take this one then. Fantastic. 100 live viewers and 80 likes. Can we push for 20 more? I know there are 20 of you out there. We're 1 hour into the stream. That is actually pretty decent. I'm really surprised. Really surprised. Okay, let's move in on this city because it looks weak AF and we can teach them a lesson for trying to fight us. We might hold the siege with that one. It's probably safe to just auto-resolve. But what we'll do is jump into the manual battle and just watch. Triple digis, baby! Laventa looked like they should be moved. They do. Let's give them a helping hand. Having the horse up against the walls is terrible. We'll just zoom it over here onto this high ground. And the defending unit will take a bit of damage. We're going to pepper them with archers, who will also, of course, be standing on... well, the highest ground they can muster. This is quite a long-ranged attack. If we focus fire everything down on that one, we might be able to crack through. Oh, so close. If we hit the horse there, and it could jump a wall. The mountain metropolis. I like it. I like it. How do you give commerce international civics? I've never unlocked it. I'm not sure off the top of my head. I can look through at the civics, because of course the tree is a bit more transparent these days. So once we, you know, if it is a civic on the tree, then you can see how to unlock it by just kind of tracking your way back through. Religious district. This one is insanely overpowered these days, I think.
I suppose there are.
Or at least, what I should say actually is much better than it was. Okay, this is going well. We've broken through their walls pretty easily. That unit is actually outside of the walls, though. So our horse can run over here and dump truck it, even though it's fighting from the low ground. That is fantastic. And then we'll just push everybody up. And the city of Leventa will fall. They tried to take our coastal territory. What did we do in response? Ran back at them, slapped them across the face, grab it, and we'll take the city that was hooked up to it as well. Am I liking the changes? I haven't played a huge amount with a lot of the diplomatic ones. I would say I think they're nice. I like the pacts and the way that you can deal with independent cities a lot. I like the World Congress a little. And everything else kind of in between. The new cultures, I could take or leave. That's my take, in a nutshell, for you. Nathan, I hope that's helpful. Let's finish this. As in giving gold or influence to another civ. Oh well, of course, we have a new gifting mechanic as well, which I haven't played around with. Speaking of, we can just jump right in here and just gift away. You want money? Which is very cool, actually, because it opens up proxy war opportunity like there's no tomorrow. A fantastic addition for multiplayer as well, it's got to be said. What do we need for this to be a city? 255. That shouldn't take long at all. I guess we'll just improve resources. Frankiesville, nearly finished your chariot. Okay. We, as it turns out, mightn't actually need it. Leventa is ours! Fantastic. Alright, oh my god, I just clicked cancel because I thought...
There are some
let's not talk about that. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. We're going to send this horse across the sea, because what other unit would you ever consider sending across the ocean to colonize a new land, but 2 horses pulling some wood behind them? Okay, good move. Forced labor, plus 25% faith, plus 5 times. We actually need the faith, I think. Where is my faith at? We don't have a religion. Money on harbour, industry, food. These are all somewhat decent. Let's get the walls before I forget, though. District-wise, we should build some. Right? Around this thing, even? Yeah. Harbours will benefit, but it looks to me like the best benefit will be to get industry and or science up in there. I'm going to build one of them first. Let's put people onto industry. Check in on our fame, because it could be time to move. Oh dear, we are in trouble. When did that happen? Okay. Change of plan, everybody. What's the turn now? Okay. We're gonna load up the autosave, the last autosave, because we know that one of the AI is about to steal the Carthaginians, and by the looks of your voting, at least on the YouTube poll, we're at 50% nearly support for the Carthaginians, which suggests to me that they are overwhelmingly the popular choice, and I can't afford to have someone take them. Okay. Let's check the final results, actually. 46%, 27 for the Goths, and 27 for the Persians. So, basically, about as perfect as you could get. Oh crap, it's the wrong turn. There we go. Wonder what the next culture pack will be. It's almost time for one. It is almost time for one. I agree. I would have expected one almost by now, actually. Personally. I guess we're looking at another region. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Right, so what... Oh, we need to retake La Venta. I'll do it on auto. Wait, hold on. What is this cruel and twisted timeline?
If I cannot teach you wisdom...
Oh, moving that unit triggers the war. Okay. Okay, so we're just replaying 3 turns worth of war. I'll auto-resolve if need be. Writing. We know that the envoy's going to get their butt kicked, but we'll send them there anyway, because we have to replay this timeline. This move went like this, and then I went back here and clicked that. Oh my god, he did. And then that guy just sat there with me going, duh, how does this work?
As a place of safety and a symbol of power.
This is a bit
Only
different,
your
though.
friends know of the extensive
I'm not mad at it. I'm gonna surround these guys. Frankiesville, the valiant defender, need not fret. I did attach it to this territory and build a harbour, so let's do that. And then this unit ran around there somewhere. Okay, great. Right, now we have to choose Carthage so that it doesn't get stolen. Carthage will give us another harbour to add to our collection, which is neat, and also a war elephant. But we're going to need iron. We look fantastic as well. How about that? Curious. 5 more to triple digis? You're right. Asia or Oceania? Yeah, considering they've been to Africa and Latin America, I would assume the same. Unless it's Europe. Could be an off chance. Although there's already probably a lot of that. According to what the game says, meet all the players and trade with them. I don't know then. Religious rights. I want to enact that. And then I don't want to unenact, reenact it. That was a mistake. Let's trigger this fight. Cowards. I guess we'll chase them down. Does leave this a bit vulnerable, but it's okay. And welcome to the Carthaginian era, everybody.
Ideas. Speaking of
Wham,
being
bam,
intangible,
thank you, ma'am.
am I about to see lots of offers that can't be refused?
Let's have a look at our new harbour, because this thing is sick. Okay, so it counts as farmers, market, and makers, and its adjacency bonuses should be fairly tasty. Yeah, that's pretty tasty. Do we want to build it adjacent to get... maybe just in case. Yeah, just in case. Alright, so we get 2 down in the cities. Of course, the cities will have to build them manually, which is a bit of a drag. Do I want one there for strategic reasons? Nah. A lot of this infrastructure could probably use to be picked up here too, as the city grows. So, slowly snake our way through the harbour ones are going to be great. But then down here, of course, on these territories, we can just spam them out straight away.
Will 5 circuses be built next?
Let's go to that island. That looks cool. Oh, speaking of, I need to send a unit up here like I did last time. Let's just grab whatever we can buy the cheapest. It's going to be a scout rider. Slightly more sensible, maybe. Standing army, we need that if we want to build our elephants, oddly. Let's trigger this fight again. This will be quite important. This is basically the siege of Frankiesville, but happening like kind of a few kilometers over. Oh, you get out of there. This is kind of a bad place for this unit to be, but it is what it is. Anti-cavalry takes out the horse straight away. Love to see it. Oh, with a bit of support. And we'll try and just Zerg rush them with numbers here. Take them down hard and fast. Don't give them an opportunity to keep fighting. Chthon is a great building, isn't it? The battle at Frankie's Pass. There we go. Let's step to the high ground. And also, hilariously, the low ground. Pull off a couple of maneuvers like this, look at that. You're probably more annoying, so I'll shoot you. Because I'm on low ground and this is a melee unit, so we're going to get absolutely bombasted. I should not have moved down there. Sorry, Archer. It's the price of war. He's back! That he is. Okay. Ow. Who put that microphone there? Jesus. Stupid place to put it, right in front of me. Anyway. Go to the island, you brave boy. I want this to be a city real bad. And now I can. With Nickelodeon. And we can't get a wonder because I built that city, but that's fine. What? Huh? Did I just build them a city? Did I misclick? Like, the game? What the? I really don't know. Did they have a unit right next door? Is that what and that is the only thing I can think of. Is that I turned it into a city, it had no pop, they just took it. What? Seems like everyone else is as confused as I am. Which is nice. Well...
Will we end the day friends or foes?
I could spit blood at this.
Okay. Sure. Sure. We're gonna fight the scout. And fight our way back to what is somehow not my city. What the hell? Okay. Let's get you moving through Frankiesville and healing. And, I mean, we still need to make a push on Leventa. So, actually, hold the phone. Pause production. Get me 2 military units. Thank you. And you can get me another chariot. Even though horses are terrible at taking cities. Oh, this is our scout. We'll send that up that way. Might get 3 units here, actually. I'm gonna get 4. Your population are great warriors. Okay, I'm gonna try... Oh, crap. I feel robbed. Let's teach them a lesson. Insta-resolve, insta-success, and then because we're in friendly territory, we can get a cheeky heal off. A hidden unit with the espionage mechanic. So it was taken by a unit and I just didn't see it because it was hidden. That is a great addition to the theory that it was taken by a unit, and I think you're probably right. How does the defense agency work? It's terrible. That's how. May have gotten better. Maybe. I kind of don't want either of these, but the +1 combat strength is nice, so let's pay our soldiers some money.
They had best provide a reliable income.
Oh, they're blocking my movement points with this one unit, which is super annoying. Looks like they've got 4 more behind, though, so we're going to need to keep pumping out dudes here. And my dudes kind of suck because we don't have iron. Oh, Scout gets bullied and destroyed. I'm going to absorb this into Frankiesville while I can, so that they don't pillage that territory as well. Because that would be a disaster on top of a disaster, some kind of disasterception. So, Frankiesville's just going to get real big. Send the chariot down, and now I'm starting to get a little bit nervous. We need to really push a counter-aggressive here, and it needs to be better than what I feel like I'm capable of. Do we have iron? Yes. Yes! Took that up. And that will let me build, I believe... Oh, of course, we need the technology too, don't we? 9 turns. Okay. Put some more dudes on science, because we currently have no science districts and not really a great way to generate it, so we'll have to rely on our populations as much as we can. There's a bit more. I'm going to take it instead of the faith. Defund an insurrection? Decrease stability? That'd be a good trait for a defense agency? Yeah, that would. That would be really cool. I mean, we can give gold at least. Hey, History General, nice to see ya. Okay, so Frankie's Pass successfully defended. Let's move in now. Whoa. Actually, there's also this nonsense going on. I can't really get to both. The downside of this city being so defendable is that it's really difficult to navigate over this side of the world. So instead, let's move for some high ground. And try and ambush these units. They're out. Okay. That will at least lower their war support. So
What is it?
it's progress, even though it doesn't feel like much. Can you please get me another one of these? And then we're going to send this... Ooh. We can use this garrison as a military spawn. Pop units out right next to Carthage. That's hilarious. Let's do that. But first I need these spearmen to run out and get rid of that raiding party. Here's the new world. I know it looks a bit cold, but bear with. We're going to settle it, obviously. Because you don't ride a horse across the ocean and through snow to then just go home again. Two more units. Thank you to the people of Frankiesville. Oh. Here's a tricky decision point. Actually, having scared that off, let's seize the city now.
Follow me.
Oh. If I move those two there and scare this... Oh, it uses up their movement. That's so crappy. Damn it, now we're gonna have to wait another turn. Okay. Oh, look, here's our first on-world leverage. Finally, we found some. An unknown grievance. Looks cool. Gonna be hard for me to get at. Nice, though. Idri. Streak of your video since I bought Humankind, loving the content. Oh, that's awesome. Thanks for that. Thanks for pointing it out too, Pete. I guess auto explore kind of vibes now. Just go and see what you can find. How? Wow. If this isn't claimed, we'll grab all this silk. That's great. We can have really high value outposts here too. Look at that thorn. That is outstanding. Yeah, I should be doing more of this. Let's get another scout out to go and see if we can get some more world. And then we'll just smash our face up against Levinter. They're going to pillage that, but I don't actually care. Let's send this army after them, though. Because we'll chase them down. What have they got? Yeah, we'll chase them down. Chop down a forest along your way. Add 40 industry into Frankiesville. That'll be a good way to... Well, I mean, it's something. You don't need people on food because you've got, like, no people. So there's an abundance of food around. And this distribution looks alright here, too. Yeah. Might get some more districts here. Yeah, they're all kind of crappy. We'll get an industrial district. That one that I meant to build ages ago. Okay, Levinter. 2.0. It's time for you to go.
Off we go.
Should be fine with the auto, right? Hey, we crossed over triple-digit likes on the video as well. Thank you so much for helping us cross over live. Not too shabby at all. Not too shabby at all. I did get that right, didn't I? Yes. 102. Okay, great. I think I just insta-resolve. Yeah. Because we've played that once before. We don't need to play it again. I mean, what? Nothing to see here. There's Cultural Blessing. I'm going to bring this Homeland one back the other way with monoculturalism.
And keep things focused.
Sorry.
Depending, of course, on where you go next.
In that turn. The triple whammy! Couldn't have done it without you. What do I think Humankind needs to be on par with Civ? Well, I mean, to be honest with you, Joshua, they're definitely different experiences, but I enjoy a game of Humankind as much as I enjoy a game of Civ, personally. And I kind of don't want them to be the same, either, because then I won't have Humankind and Civ. I'll just have Human Civ, or Civkind. But it could definitely probably take a few things from it, and not run the risk of literally any of those things happening. I wonder what it would be. I would firstly probably take a lot of the playful stuff that Civ 6 had added, from the ability to toggle on and off heroes and generals, to different game modes. I think that diversity of play is perhaps missing here quite a bit. Even though they could seem a bit gimmicky at first, I think that they're really important. And then the other thing that it's always going to be different by is the fact that, you know, Civilization actually has historical leaders, whereas, of course, Humankind doesn't. And for that reason, Civ will always have that Civ factor over it, I think. Let's move to the high ground and get out of the river, which we can mostly do. Taking out that cavalry is pretty sweet, though. Oh, you're going to take a beating. Poor lad. But now that we're on high ground and they're down in the river, we should be able to turn this fight around. Yeah, options for starting the game as well, David. Taking sort of my idea, but at a much simpler level. That kind of customization and replayability would be great. I would love to be able to start in a later era, not just as a player, but also as someone who, granted not as much anymore, but has made a lot of Humankind videos. It's quite frustrating to not be able to choose what era you start in if you want to cover something that's late, for example. So yeah, quality of life things like that would be great too. This is a little closer than I would have liked, but it's going to work. Oh, I should have attacked that one. That was dumb. When you're going to attach an outpost, the game won't let you. Well, the most obvious reason would be that you can't afford it because you don't have the influence. I'm not sure what else would block it. Hi, Saikana.
With 5 makers' quarters, an empire, it's one of those moments that make you feel like a small thing.
Deed accomplished. Discover a sick wonder. Oh, and it was really close to home. Okay. Let's go have a look and see if we can claim this, because it hasn't yet been claimed. Oh! Sick. I want it. We need science.
Their city becomes
And now that we've got oh, well, we kind of have to get Carthage as well, don't we? So we're going to have to hustle our way down here. Stomp through any foreign aggressors who show up. Upgrade our chariot to answer your question earlier, Pete, War Elephant. Stronger when attacking weaker units, and a fast, hard-hitting mounted unit able to charge enemies. It receives bonus combat strength if it's attacking non-adjacent enemies, and it's unable to climb walls. Go figure. This turned out to be a slog, but we got there. Neat. 2 archers survived. The cavalry were just that. Still can't believe how the AI took Carthage. I know. I think that our combined theory of it being a unit that I either couldn't see or was stealthed is a great idea. But, yeah, I mean, that's just insane. Let's get a quick war elephant to help this out as well in case something goes wrong. This city's under siege. Let's insta-resolve it because I think we can get away with that. Yes, we can. Thanks to our war elephant. Probably. Oh, thanks for passing that on. Much appreciated. Yeah, it would be great if we could toggle start. All the start toggles. That's really kind. If you can't see the Twitch chat, Saikana said, I caught the note about playing in later eras. I'll pass it on to my coworkers tomorrow. Super off the clock right now. I bet you are. Must be like 10:30 at night, probably. Put your feet up. Toggle all the things. Just on a post-it note. I think we want the Lighthouse of Alexandria because this is a boat game. Let's get it. And then let's march down here and see what we can do. I'll buy the heal because we have money. A very QA saying. You're right. Well, we do need to leave Leventa a little bit. We actually kind of want to upgrade that warrior though. So who can get there the fastest? It kind of doesn't matter. Let's send... Oh, actually it matters quite a bit. Let's send these 3. And then we'll leave these 6, I suppose, to defend our newly taken land. Leventa! Good, good. We'll keep exploring around this... Oh. Okay.
Keeping an eye out.
And now we have
It
encountered...
is my great honor.
Right, we can play around a little bit with the embassies. Now we've unlocked the ability to expel their forces and force an ultimatum. Empires will choose between receiving money, influence, and leverage upon completion of being able to participate in each other's cultural wonder projects. I'm going to sign that. That's a deal. You've got yourself a deal! Mayans. Do you want to do anything else? You could trade luxuries. Oh, come on, man. I guess I should start building my lighthouse then. Let's build it in the capital. Maybe they can help us out. I want to put it somewhere that looks kind of pretty. Rather than just like cramming it in over here. Although, it could be a good showing of force. Yeah, let's have it as a show of force. And now I think old mate will be able to help us out, which is kind of cool. We'll put some industrial stuff ahead of it so that we can actually build it with a little bit of speed, but then I think I might just build it. Yeah. Gonna need a bit more love for food to keep growing here as well, by the looks, which is disappointing. Considering we are a people of the sea. Speaking of which, let's get out of the sea. Oh no. It's already been taken. It's over. Although, we still have some hope here. This island is yet to be claimed. Where is the land? I can't step foot anywhere. Where is the valid tile? Because of course we can't place, like we can't just build along this coastline. Even with a penalty or something. It's just, it's not an option. The contemporary era. I like the contemporary era, though I rarely get to experience the contemporary era. Rarely. I also kind of like an idea that we talked about a long time ago of adding an additional era after it, or breaking it up into 2 and having like a postmodern one. That's kind of neat. Do I want to keep pushing? I don't think so. I think we just want to oh, jeez. Run away. Okay, so they do have a little bit of an army there. Let's reinforce then. We'll really put the pressure on. We'll send another 3 over. Leave these 3 to... We'll leave them stationed right there. Let's connect their iron so that we can start using this land. It's not about the influence. I don't know, Miguel. I don't know what that would be. Like it should really just... whoop. Providing, of course, it's adjacent. You can't attach territories if they're not next door to a city already. Could be your problem. I don't know. Let's use a bit of our cash money to roll through some of this crap. Yeah. Maybe a couple of gold money-making districts down as well, just because we're kind of a money peoples. We'll keep exploring just in case. Really hoping...
Debate and discussion on...
Really hoping to see something here. Come on. Show me... Oh, man. I didn't even know that could... Wait. No. No, it is actually just debate. It's an impossible wonder. Are you kidding me? Oh, no wonder nobody's taken it. Oh, man.
This emblematic feat is a
It's
symbol
the
of
second very
pride and
odd
power
thing
for
to
your
happen
empire.
today.
Let's hope they're worth
After
the
losing
price.
Carthage. Oh, get out of town. Wait, they are out of town. I didn't know it was possible either, David. Oh wow, I got wrecked there. Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing. I thought there would be some kind of spawn logic or something against that. Like there must be at least one settleable tile. I don't know. Weird things happen. Let's stomp down this way with this elephant, which is just raging at the fact that these guys just ambushed 2 weak archers who have been around for literally 1,000 years. 32 combat strength. Yeah, you can give these guys a run for their money. We're moving in on Carthage, which should have been mine to begin with, and arguably was mine because, hey, I'm the Carthaginians. Oh, what a time to be alive. VOD viewers, I hope that with the hindsight of watching it in VOD form and with our live discussion, you've been able to piece together.
Harness the power of water itself in order to feed your people. That should make you popular.
Save load. Sweet, I'll make a save. Ooh. Okay, we should be able to just, yeah, so we can just take that, and that's most likely what happened to us earlier on. They had a stealth unit nearby, we settled a city, it had no population, and it just instantly got stolen. A bit of a yikes. Let's get some basic infrastructure online. Yes? Yes. Get some food so that we actually have people here. You know what? Actually, we could get rid of a warrior just so that we can start doing stuff. Oh, the elephant's hungry. Where did they go? Hunt them down, boy. Rough waters. Could lose this scout.
Blades in the water. Acknowledged. At the catch.
The Axumites, farmers with faith. But be careful.
Okay, a few diplomatic things have happened as well.
You bring your stink here? Open
This
the
war can
windows.
be ended. And
full-on rebellion. This
I think that's a good
seems to be
idea.
more than a minor-
let's force their surrender. We have 144 war score to throw around. Yes, and Carthage isn't showing up. So that confirms that it was mine originally. There wasn't some weird glitch where it just, like, was insta theirs. They did take it. I guess we want Levinta back. And then we can also force them to give us a territory. Nimbus? I mean, Nimbus looks alright. The one below it. The one over there. Can't take San Lorenzo. Sure, give me Nimbus as well. Thanks. Neat. Charge! These guys are now in my land. Carthage is ours! Yeah, we'll be able to hoover up that. And I guess I do actually want it on... back on Levinta, don't I? Shame about the place. Let's get this lighthouse done. Oh, and it is time to choose a new era. We won't go through just yet, of course, because we need the fame. However, I would love to take some votes on what we should do. So we played 2 Bodhi Boys already. Nothing's really massively jumping out at me. English could be kind of fun. Mississippians. Not terrible. Oh. Swahili. +3 money. Counts as a farmer's quarter and a market quarter. Yeah, okay. So we'll put them on the short list. I'm seeing Naval 1 again. English longbows are fun. Swahili OP. Is Khmer still broken? Khmer not OP anymore? Khmer. Alright, we'll chuck them in too. I haven't played them in a while, to be completely honest. We are also quite short on science, that's true. Although... Pass. Okay, what are we? Medieval. Will it be Swahili, which will carry on our boaty play quite well? Will we choose Khmer for industry, and industry will feed the rest of what we're shy on, is the theory. Also counts as a farmer's quarter, which is kind of nice. Or... Umayyads. Alright. Swahili for the boaty boys. Yeah. Norse are other boaty boys. It's true. Wham! Bam! The poll is live. I'm going to very quickly just go and grab a glass of water. I should not be more than a minute. But while you wait, please enjoy the world's best be right back screen. I'll be right back. Alrighty. I am back. go back to the gameplay screen. Oh, cool to see the chat popping up too. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, actually, our faith is a kind of a problem. I was really relying on a key part of the game plan being that we would be able to establish our own religion. What is going on? Okay. Converting. So this territory is converting to mine. That one to theirs. Yeah. Let's have a look. Non-aggression pact. I'll counter it back at them. Take that, nerd. Relations. Obviously, we're not sending them a gift. Who else have we met? We've met Priest Queen Tink, who would like a non-aggression pact. We'll accept for now, because they're over the other side of the world. Maybe trade? Yeah. Yeah. Trade is going to make us incredibly wealthy. We need all the trade. Yeah? Oh my god, she did. We're gonna be rich! Okay, that's a fantastic meetup. Who's next?
For me and my people.
Be Woolly. Oh, you rejected me already. Yeah, okay. I see. Alright, good. So we've got a friend down there, and then Black there. We're still looking for two more. Huck and someone else. I don't know. Hoff, where are you? Fortifications, stone walls. We're probably not likely to fight anyone yet, so let's shoot for just something sort of broadly useful. Foreign outpost, not really. Hydrology will do. And this weird territory. You odd little thing. You know, our civilian units, because of the way that we've set this game up, are actually really strong when they're embarked. Look at that, 31. This thing only has 23, and it's a proper naval boat. These units are literally horses, right? Like Titanic style on a boat, just trying to cram themselves in. They're seahorses. It's true, Frankie. And they're really good. So they can hold their own. And we're just going to keep them there like that. Defending our waters. We're not a leveragey culture. So we're going to have to get another diplomat in to pick up that stuff. And I will, because I think it's worthwhile. Let's scare these people by bringing an elephant around behind them. Because what would be more terrifying? Let's be real. Get out of my land. And freaking stay out, or I'll send this elephant after you. In fact, you know what? I'm going to send it after you anyway. Because you're trespassing. The fight is not looking like it's going to go in my favor. But don't stress. It'll be fine. Let's deploy another one of our war elephants to the front line. Archer deployed 2. Can take pot shot at their ranged unit. And then elephant stomp. Yeah. Now that's what I call the elephant stomp. Can we do it from low ground? Oh, there's no need. Well, we took 16, but we dealt 71. I think we're going to be okay. Yes, there are 2 Hucks. I'm not sure which Huck it was either. Elephants will definitely do. Who's next? Stomp. Squeeze our way up to the high ground, which means we can funnel through some of these melee units. Maybe stomp that ranged unit. Yeah. Stomp is the word of the day, everybody. Go out there and stomp. Sure. Alright, our Navy can return back home. Navy. A generous term to describe a couple of horses on some cardboard, I realize. What's going on here? Oh, you've still got a dude. Okay. You can run him at an elephant. Haha! Hashtag stomp. Dio. Perhaps rename Carthage to Elephantopia. You got it, Frankie. What is this? There's still more. I will hunt you down. Oh no. The one weakness of the elephants, unfortunately, is that they can't break through walls. So we're just going to stare up against it and look real threatening. And volley a couple of shots over. Oh, they're going to step out. That was a really bad move. I mean, I guess they were screwed either way. They went down fighting. Our friend, Tink, we could sign an agreement. What have you got? Food and money? Leverage? Food industry? Wonders? We could build their unit. Kind of cool. This is all really cool, actually. Let's do humanitarian aid. We're just coming out of a war. Will you join me in humanitarian aid? Signing empires agree to allow the population to migrate to either party's capital in case of famine. And the effect is plus 5% food on, I assume, both capitals. And plus 5% money for 5 turns. I don't know if that was worthwhile. I haven't done the math. Oh, man. This envoy is just enjoying their time on the beach. They had no idea what was going on. We don't really have the money for either of those ones. Let's do Fanatical. Try and get some extra faith up in here. Do I have anything that can generate faith? No. Trunktopia. Elephantasia. I love them. Maybe we should send a diplomat over to our mate. Let's do it. You're going on a freaking crusade. Mercenary armies, or the cost of signing treaties with independent peoples is lowered. That's a pretty cool one because of the new treaties, but nah. Okay, you go and mop up all of this. Om nom nom. You might as well merge together with an army, I guess. This is a bit of a ragtag one. Oh, we don't even have the slots yet. But we have the troops. I'm actually not very good at making money. Like, we should be much better than this. Plus 15 industry. Plus 12 money. Get those to the start. Okay. Garethy. What have you got? 10 money. 12 money. Let's get that crap. That'll bump up our yields nicely. And start printing a bit extra. How many territories do you have and what's your stability like? We're currently at 4 out of 4 city cap. We can push it one more pretty comfortably, so we could build another city. Here's potentially an independent tribe that we could build up a relationship with, or just stomp them. Hashtag stomp. Yes, they are. Well, a lot of the things you're seeing are part of the DLC, but not all of them. To be fair, I made a video when Together We Rule came out about the free and the paid updates. If you need a ketchup and mustard. Let's get fortifications just in case somebody tries to shank me. Shank. And then carry on with the plan. We have basically got no leverage up to this point, so we might even be able to, like, sort of cobble together a star or something. Let's move right up on this border. as a show of force, naturally. And oh my lord, we have religion! How good! Oh, okay. So obviously there's a play here, and it involves boats. Just a lot of boats. Currently, reject luxury has been taken, which is luxury resource, and the science one, which also actually wouldn't have been a bad thing. Hey, Johnny! Thanks so much for the $6. The 70 Czar. Much appreciated. Respect the sea. I mean, it's gotta be, right? It's gotta be respect the sea's bounty here. +2 food on coastal water and also lakes. And we get +2 food on our religious districts. We take this every time. And I forgot to rename it. Okay, well, you know what? I thought Phoenicians' shamanism was catchy anyway. Okay, so the way that the religion works is we generate faith. Generally speaking, it's inside of our cities with buildings or projects like perhaps these stone rings, right? Wonders, another example that can often generate faith. And also a lot of unique districts can generate some faith too, depending on civics and that kind of thing. You might even get more. Once we're generating faith output inside of our cities, then we can sort of turn to this screen down the bottom left here, the religion overview, which is a fantastic overview, by the way. Few games do overviews as good as this, I think. And here we can see how many followers there are. This is just the population of our cities. And we can see how quickly it's converting. And that conversion is literally based off, largely, our faith output. So by increasing our faith output, maybe doing some different deals, bringing them within our cultural sphere of influence maybe, we can spread our religion into their territories as well. It's a really nice system, actually. I don't usually like religious systems, but I like this one. Because I don't have to build 1 million units and send them around the world constantly all the time to fight back and forth over Protestantism in a 20% in a foreign city or something, you know? I find it less frustrating as a player. +1 science per trade route. We are a big trader. You're a small streamer, that's to be expected. It's true. It is true. +5% science.
There
Yes.
must be an awful lot in that wide
Very
world
good.
that the elders never even thought of.
Tasking and tedious. An understatement of the year, Frankie. Terribly dull. Oh my lord. But I put up with it. And I can reflect back and remember a couple of great games that I had as Russia religious victories that I did actually enjoy. So some credit where credit is due, I suppose. Let's upgrade these guys to horsemen. Never go for religious games. Yeah, they're just awful, aren't they? Okay. This place is just holding on to its stability. Ideally, we'd like to see it a bit higher. 3 out of 3 territories are under Phoenician shamanism. 8 pops in the city, thus 8 followers. Very good. We could use some extra pops. I think we'll just let that tick along, though. There's not really any great point in sending these guys out, but I guess they're our navy, so set sail. To the seas with you. Oh, they went Khmer, which means that... Lucky you
The
guys
impressive
didn't.
Marians, science, faith, and culture.
See, look at... This is
The only
terrible.
worrying thing about them are those elephants.
Maybe we need more cities? Or better cities? Stop building the Lighthouse of Alexandria, you fool. +15 industry. Let's get that online. That's a pretty basic, fast upgrade that is needed. Even the 8 industry I could be tempted by. Yep, get that. Kickstart this place. Let's kickstart it a little bit more by booting out a spearman and then sending the 2 that are here to chop down a forest, of which there's nearly none. It's going to take a while. This diplomat is on their crusade,
It's not an
so that's
easy
cool.
climb, but it's worth it.
Your empire is outdistancing others in glory and renown.
Picking up more fame stars, and we've met...
Wonderful, is it not? Treat
Hoff!
me and my people
Fantastic!
with respect.
Let me introduce myself. And immediately trespassing. Let's trade. Yes, yes. Picking up these trade routes will, of course, connect the resource, which, as you can see, is stacking and providing wicked bonuses to us. But also by creating trade routes, don't forget we're getting extra science from our trade routes now, thanks to our civics, and other things too, I think. So, all in all, it's doing really good work. And now that we've got our religion online as well, I'm feeling a little bit more confident. More than one strategic resource out of them. Basically never get 2 horses, and cannot buy the units that require 2. Ah, unusual. That hasn't been my experience, Hack. That hasn't been my experience. I usually can just buy them all. Yeah. Takes too much micromanagement. Yeah, it does, Pete. It's far too much. Like I say, you're sending 1 million units across the world. It's tedious. Yeah. Said it was historically accurate. Can't fault them on that, I guess. Can't fault them on that. Ooh, more discoveries to be made. Good to see. And also, just checking in, we still have 100 live viewers across both platforms. We're over 100 likes. The VODers might even push us closer to 150 or 200 on the YouTube video, which is awesome. And Twitch too. Nice to see some people in Twitch chat. I like Twitch. Yeah, I think you might have just been unlucky. Maybe your standing with them wasn't very good as well. That could be a thing. You know, like maybe my AI that will actually let me trade with them like me. See, we're pleasant. Whereas perhaps you've got people who are a bit more condescending, like this chap, who will probably reject this, and I don't have enough money to buy it again. Unbelievable. My ability will start to get a little bit better, although this doesn't look as OP as it used to be, because I feel like this thing used to give, like, thousands. Hey! Look at this! An AI! Alright, let's start talking to these guys. We'll probably need, I guess, a new diplomat. Yeah. Probably just one. There you go. Do you have any infrastructure here that desperately needs to be built as well while I come back and check through on things that I've ignored for too long? A little, actually. Let's get the stability up here so that it doesn't fall apart everywhere. Frankiesville is, after all, the stable heart of this empire. And the most wonderful, defendable place ever. I've picked up the Forbidden City, which is kind of awkward because we're still trying to get through our last wander. God. Okay, next turn we're back on it. That should be good. Let's get some more people on industry because we don't need all this food this turn. Money as well, seeing as I suck at earning money. And science. Okay, you twisted my arm. We have the stability to support the attach, so let's grab the attach as well, seeing as I can't make any extra cities just yet. And honestly, it's time for us to get some science down too. And this district is a fairly decent one for science. I'm going to escalate that actually ahead of the lighthouse, because that's quite important. Cool. Do we need to keep warring this era? Or do we have our stars? We do have our stars, both militarist and expansionist. That's the beauty of having an early war. Hey, White and Nerdy! Nice to see you, friend! Your tweets always shoot to the top of my Twitter feed. You've just reminded me. So you must be doing something right. Either that or I just really enjoy them and spend a long time reading them. It could also be just my algorithm. I don't know. Alright. We've got our navy here. Don't judge them because they look like horses. It's 2023. Our navy can be whatever they want. And I don't think we're going to fight, though. Because we have just started... Oh, no, you keep refusing my trade. Yeah, actually, you know, I'd be willing. What place are they in? Oh my god, we're in 4th. Hey, buddy. You want to be allies? Did they accept? Oh, no, they didn't. I kind of just wanted to sweeten them a little bit so that they wouldn't attack me, so that I can withdraw my forces from their border. I guess the other option, actually, is to make this border my border. You know, I kind of like that a bit more. Let's push some demands against them. For trespassing, 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 and then refusing my very kind offer. And that'll generate a little bit of extra war support for us. We might need to surprise war them, though the trader badge is a bit iffy. Starting locations, yeah. That's it. That's it. That is actually it. Clever. That's clever. Like, nowhere near as devious, of course, because you're doing it legitimately, but a bit like those reels that just blatantly lie to you about some feature that doesn't exist. Did you know you can share who's blocked you if you do these 5 complicated steps that you'll never read in time before this video finishes, so you have to watch it twice? But your way is actually legit and quite fun, because I do, you're right, stare at the start locations and think, what would I do? Have you explored the send gift mechanic yet? No, because I'm selfish. Let's get some science down here too, because this is actually a triple whammy of strategic resources, so that one in particular is going to be really decent. This city sucks and has no people. But we're getting there. Gonna need to name it too. Oh, it doesn't affect trades? Oh, so who cares then? We can just go ham. And speaking of go ham, I think we will. So I'm gonna just take a look-see through with this diplomat, who of course can kind of act like a spy. You're a genius. You are a genius. Very clever. Even if perhaps it was accidentally. This time. Craftsmanship probably seems like a good upgrade, and then we'll smash through to Imperial Power, because that's decent. Siege tactics, actually, could be kind of fun too. Though we're unlikely to place them under a siege without them running away from it, let's be real. Or running at us. We're also... Whoa! Okay. Hey, that was fun. Oh. Hey, look, there's purple. Oh, they're just across here. Oh my god. Here! There's more land! Okay. We'll need to send a navy, so let's quickly build one. AKA a horseman. Sail them down that way. Go and explore the world. Got another diplomat here. Oh yeah, we were going to send the diplomat. Oh, come on, man. Did they just take... Ah! Oh. This is going to be a bit of a scramble. Crap. I wanted to befriend you. I could have destroyed you when you were younger. That is pretty unfortunate. Plus 10% money. Oh, it would lean into what we like. No, I'll ignore it for now. I'm not
I
quite
offer
sure.
greetings from one
Scientific
leader to another.
confidence. You're in the classical era? So am I. You suck? I don't. I refuse.
Let us
Non-aggression pact.
mutual appreciation.
Yeah, for now, because something's popped up. Something's popped up. I gotta go. Let's move. Oh, although we will still send this diplomat down to scope it out for future. God. Unbelievable. Alright. Non-aggression pact with Hoff as well. Yeah, you're pretty far away. I'll accept that. I think we might be targeting this coastline, actually. Now that we've got a non-aggression pact from down
Another
here.
empire has certainly left a mark on the world.
Though they're not in
with this
first. They're actually in
cultural wonder.
third. We'll think about it. Losing this is incredibly problematic. Can I take it back with this guy? Hello, I'm here to talk peace with you. Nah, apparently not. Okay, I guess we'll just send in the war elephants then. Do we have some coming up from down south as well? Yeah, we do. Let's just break off the elephants, because they're faster. No. And then leave this army here as a sort of a oh dear, okay. You're going to need to come up as well. We can probably just insta-resolve that. These rebels are just going to be a pain in my backside. Continuously. Neat. Jeez. Hello. We warred once. Now I'm here to siphon your influence. This army looks pretty crap. Let's get rid of them. And in their place, in Leventa, we will train the world's greatest elephants. Neat. The fact that I'm not settling any territories is also making me a bit angsty. Maybe we use this elephant to do that. And these guys? Yeah, we have the non-aggression pact. Let's do it. Religious tolerance? Yeah.
I don't think you'll go.
I'm going to go the faith game. Our faith is very important to us, and we're going to have to try and strengthen it somehow. Alright, elephant, can you stomp back in here? 26. 33. Surely with 2 of them, we'll be fine. Chasing fame stars based on personal bias. I agree. Yeah, that would be really cool. I'd love to see a more advancement like that. I guess I can manual this. That's probably okay. I hope we can survive 1 round. Yes, we can, because that means we can get the reinforcements in, and I think that then they just lose. Although the low ground kind of sucks. I might just stay here. Yep, it was fine. Charge for the kill. Ooh, cannot. Defend the flag in case they're doing some weird flank move, although... Whoa! Get out of there! We'll sub out, hide that one in the back, make it stare at the wall like a weird cat. And heal it next turn, obviously. Leventa now has some war elephants to defend it instead. Much la better. We need to get over there quickly, so I'm not going to heal that one, which is risky, but we have to do it. And this fight goes on. What's going on here? Okay, we're sort of almost losing those guys, but not really. All of these units will perish. So that's kind of funny. But they're going to make it just in time to some coastal territory. Go you. And this envoy has made it to a new world. With this under control and these people clearly not wanting to be agreeable with me at all, I think we'll stomp them rather than woo them. You, envoy, can go and get us some vision over there, please.
I suppose there's no need to point out that no,
Yeah.
you can't visit.
And kia ora if you're just tuning in on Twitch. See a nice little bump of people over there. Ooh, as YouTube drops. The battle of the platforms. No, I think it's fair to say YouTube won today on all metrics. Go YouTube. Kill that guy because he's important. Mix these elephants together. And with 6 movement point, we can probably get there this turn. Yeah. I think I can attack it from here too. Yes. Okay, the trouble is now, they've got all of our populations. And for whatever reason, our populations just instantly gave up on us. They just instantly changed sides. And so, we're going to have to fight our way through them. I think that's fine. Let's have a look at the manual assault and just see how hilarious it looks. So obviously my elephants can't break through the walls, right? Little bit of an issue. But when they step out of the walls, I just destroy. Oh dear. Can I bait them with this envoy? If they don't come out, it will be a bit of a problem. That's right, easy peasy. Stay on the coast, heal up. Our navy is strong. They just don't know how to sail through deep ocean yet. Don't judge them, okay? We all have our weaknesses. They're not very good at sailing. It's fine. Oh, shoot. Okay. Could be the end of the road for them? Nah, that'll be right. Oh, actually, it is. Okay, come back to base. You did well. You did very well, because now we can start claiming some of these islands, which will be a good bridge for us over to the new world. Another elephant here. I guess we run it in as reinforcements for that fight. Can't hurt. And then these guys are going to jump across here with their superior 35 combat strength, even while they're embarked.
We welcome this opportunity for dialogue.
Sure, you can have your science treaty. They're needy. We're going to bring them up. They're going to be our friend. Everyone's got to have an ally.
Here is a proposal to get your...
Hey, the person who we share a continent with wants to trade with us too. That's good to see, because trade routes will help us win this game. Honestly, we've waited a little bit long. You guys have, by the looks, voted for Swahili, which is nice because a couple of our other key targets, although not both of them, have been taken. I'm a long way off these stars. Our yield isn't great enough somehow. Perhaps too many units, not enough infrastructure. Though we're pretty strong, I wouldn't underestimate us. This place is going to need some districts. What's it good for? Maybe a bit of gold by the sea. Bit of industry in the mountains. It's not really good for a lot, is it? Once we get this one back, though. I can't believe that. See, so my elephants can't really do a lot if the AI doesn't come out. So we're going to need to get either a ranged unit or a... It's just elephants everywhere. Or a swordsman, I guess. 26. 17. Yeah. Okay. Let's buy that swordsman and then get them up there. maybe also just grab one here just in case. A backup plan. I like it.
Are you wine or are you
Scientific correspondence? Sure.
Your empire becomes one of the
Oh crap,
giants,
this battle's still on
astride
auto-resolve.
the
What's going
globe.
on?
And what will you do with this power?
I think it just ended because it was effectively just a stalemate. That's weird pathing. I hope we would see Civ 7's combat influenced a little bit by Humankind, Pete. I think that Humankind has a nice depth to the manual battle and then the quick resolve that Humankind doesn't have. Sorry, that Civ doesn't yet have. I'd like that. Yeah, I would like that. Civ 6 combat for me is fine. That's kind of it. Oh, this is neat. We're getting double boosted on some of these old techs. Who needs science? Not me. Quickly get the stability up there at the cost of our food. We might need to plop a little bit of food in, actually. Oh, these are pretty decent. We'll grab those. Money? Nah. Where is this diplomat gonna go now? Just get your backside over there. So these are different independent people. Get out of my way. No. They're so in the way. I hope they move. Vámonos. Yeah, that's a great description from Pete in a nutshell. Okay, I mean, looks like we can get through now. Thank goodness. One swordsman. Will that be enough? Well, we've got these ones down here too. Let's march them out of Leventa. Sorry, Leventa, you've lost your standing army. That'll teach you. And can you please finish this stupid lighthouse for me? Oh my god, you can't. There we go. I think I'll cancel that horseman and maybe get to work on either our next religious building or getting ready for the Swahili harbors. Let's get ready for the Swahili harbors. I love it. And we should probably move through. I've got a lot of fame out of this era now. Way more than I thought I would. 4 more districts, I can get a gold builder star. And then we still need 1,300 bucks. If I could get the 4 more districts, I might move through real fast. So maybe after just queuing that up, instead, actually, I want to maybe grace each location with a little bit of science. That'll be 3 turns. That'll be 4. Nah. I've changed my mind. We're going to move through now. And you voted, 41% of you anyway, for Swahili, with Khmer coming in at 33%, the Umayyads at 27%. Neat. Alright. These guys were really good when they first came out. I'm not sure if they're still quite as good, just because of other changes to the game, but we shall see. 10 stability on harbors, that'll solve my stability problems, which will actually be great, because it'll boost our influence as well. +3 money per number of unique types of resource available. Kind of cool. We're trading a lot. Counts as a farmer's quarter in a market. And, of course, it's another harbour. Plus a unique naval transport. Nimblecraft. Okay. You're mine. Looking happy about it. This is the same territory, so I don't need to claim that. And we'll keep getting these cheap ticks. Thanks, people smarter than me, for letting me copy your homework. Much appreciated.
And technical innovation from earlier eras bring humankind. Between brains and brawn, the Swahili went with luxury. Not an unreasonable
luxury. We do have some new wonders. Some of them are pretty good.
Should do marvels for trade. It will also
Notre
make
Dame
for
I wouldn't be
handsome
mad at,
tourist
but
souvenirs.
not yet. Right, first up, welcome to a new era. Let's throw our weight around a little bit and take back what's ours. Instant resolution, instant success. The fort, the city fort that is Frankisville, which unfortunately fell to, I believe, some kind of rebellion or something dodgy like that, is back under our control, fully stable, and ready to build a Bandari, hopefully. For, oh, hello. 25 food, 36 gold, 10 stability, and 4 influence. Sheesh. And now, for my trouble, you won't get a treaty signed with you. Although, actually, I think I can overlook it. Let's play around with the establishing of the treaties, because we haven't played around with that.
You've signed your first treaty with an
Oh,
independent...
and actually, hold on. I
One
can
more
get
step
an
on
extra
the road
city,
to
which could be
cooperation.
theirs, but maybe we make it on this island. That would be kind of funny. A tropical city off the coast of Elephantopia. I mean, it's either that or it's that island. Let's do it. We're a sea peoples, after all. Each one will only end up having one space, except for that one, so this settle location's probably fine. Getting the harbour down is
With 15
incredible.
farmers' quarters, you'll soon be needing another
We
15
can get the
quarters
horses.
just for food storage.
We can get that down. I can get extra industry and lose food. And have the same number of tiles. I think I want to do that. Because industry is harder to get, whereas food we should be able to just eat off the coast forever. And ever. What a terrible city. Hold on. I've just remembered. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so one thing that I overlooked, a sign of my rustiness. We're about to move through into Era 4, and Era 4 has a technology that will allow newly built cities to pick up all of the infrastructure that we've unlocked from the previous eras. That's really important
Your
because it means that a
empire
crappy
becomes one of
island
the
city like
giants,
that will start
astride
off
the globe.
actually pretty decent.
And what will you do with this power?
So I'm just going to re-grab that. And this. And this. Oh, and these guys will need to run over here and do their thing. There's no one in their way this time, which I guess is kind of nice. And you can just go over there. We want to keep just sending these guys across the ocean, I think. So let's get them going. Alright. I think I still just want to grab Swahili.
Fascinating, the Persians.
Although I can't help but feel that I was on 5,700 last time. What was that, I wonder? Maybe the leverage. Could have actually been that. Dang it. Okay, this is going to be a slightly alternative history. But that's okay. Because now that I'm mucking around slightly longer, we can get our districts down. Get a holy site over there. That's kind of a cool spot. This place can build its districts fairly fast because it doesn't have many. Don't know if it really wants any. Bit of stability, I guess, wouldn't go amiss. Let's get a garrison on that choke point so that we can just block this place off if something goes wrong. Speaking of something going wrong, I didn't route those units up. I hope it doesn't matter. Nah. Boom! Ah, the Aerostar was from that. Okay. Let's move through as planned then. The colony model. Yeah, that's it. That's it, David. Very important. So important that it was actually worth going back for sure. Let's move through now and get our new colony model. Quickly queue up another Chthon as well before we move through, which is kind of nice.
Innovation from earlier eras bring humankind new knowledge, and we immediately use it to find new ways to kill each other. Between brains and brawn, the Swahili went with luxury.
The Swahili went with luxury.
An unreasonable decision.
Oh, it's a whole new world. Let's quickly settle. Doing it there would have been much better. Oh well. What have we got here? Maybe just an island? Could be connected by land? I'm hoping it's not, to be honest. I'd love this to be disconnected. Fine.
Your first treaty with an independent
We will establish a treaty.
Perhaps this is the start
Let's
of
start
a
paying
beautiful
them
friendship.
36 gold per turn and 24 influence a turn. We're just going to crank it up to full. And hopefully earn a bit of favor with them. And we'll woo them, freeing up our army potentially and probably for an assault over this way. So I'm going to march these units to the cap. We should keep some down here, so let's return these ones to Leventa. And start building our new harbors, because they are brilliant. 50 stability. Sheesh. +3 money on harbor, so there's an extra 9 money out of that, plus what it was already earning. Good. Good. We're starting to snowball. Made the mistake countless times. It's such a frustrating one to make.
Let's go. Off we go.
Cool. It is indeed just an island. So we're going to have 2 islands, which we can turn into a nice looking city. So here it is. Feudalism, colony model. Give me that tech. Sooner we can get it, sooner we can build. 4 turns is a lot. Might shift some people off money and onto science wherever we can. Jeez, your science sucks. Nah. A bit mid. Let's give it its harbour, because its harbour is just brilliant. Everything sucks here, and then we buy it a harbour, and you just watch this place will
Not
just
sure if I
rocket
should
away.
congratulate you.
You can
Birth
finish...
and rub my belly.
Oh, no, you can't. Now we can actually build adjacent to that, which is something. Also, the districts, of course, won't suffer from stability. So there's kind of many benefits, actually, to placing that out there. Okay. We are still struggling. Hey, Pete! This game have the makings of a very memorable come-from-behind victory, Jumbo. I love it. Thanks for the generosity, Pete. Thanks for the $5. Definitely behind. Yeah. Definitely. Merge with money instead of influence.
An interesting
Let's do that.
choice, which may lead to a concentration of wealth with interesting and unexpected
And then do I
consequences.
want to double down on money? Yeah,
Let's
we're going to
hope
do
that
private
there is
industry
enough
as well.
innovation and
We're going to start to
motivation
cash in.
counteract the long hours.
You'll need your harbours fairly quick smart as well, because you are, after all, literally the capital. These will produce 41 gold each. Go, go, go! Lighthouse of Alexandria's been trying to be built for about 1,000 years. Diplomatic cooperation, yes. I will sign that with you, because I produce basically no leverage.
Here is a proposal.
And you'd like to trade everything. Look at us go, best of friends. God, I'm poor.
Are you wine or are you vinegar?
I'm vinegar, and I'll take that deal. Right, you get back out into the sea, you scouting,
Another
seafaring
empire
elephant,
will
you.
Stonehenge. Druids from across the globe can make a pilgrimage.
And yeah, make a pilgrimage is right. The narrator absolutely nailed it, because we've just made our pilgrimage over to the land of the English. Waiting on harbours, painfully slow. Ooh, this is painfully fun though. So in one turn we have feudalism, which means that next turn these places will be ready to go. So
With 15 market
let's
quarters,
build them up
you'll soon
nice
be
and
using stacks
larger.
of banknotes to heat their houses.
Swap that to there. You there are also going to get a really nice harbour, money gold. And 1 whale poop, 2 whale poop, 3 whale poop, 4 whale poop, 5. Woof. The music even went quiet. The game was like, 5 and 1 territory. I don't even have abundant turned on for the luxuries. I don't believe. I think it was just strategic that we had it on for. So that is great for our science. All cities just got plus 25 science. Oh man, you're right, Frankie. What a pickup. What a pickup. Rome 2 Total War. Rome Total War was my first strategy game, I think. Maybe. Maybe not the first, but the first one that I really played.
How you doing, friend?
How you doing, friend? I don't have the money. I'll see you later.
Unfortunately, this time you are merely a bystander to someone else's glory.
Rude. Oh. Okay, let's get exploring. How's this feudalism turn still not over? I have so many, like, lone units. Poor things. Oh my god. They're attacking our diplomat! This means war! That is kind of an aggro move. Let's placate them a bit with our leverage to reduce their war support, just so they don't get too ahead of themselves just yet, because they're feeling tyrannical. And we're not ready, because we don't actually have boats. We need probably this era to keep ticking up, get an extra city. 905 influence, so I'm waiting for next turn now. Whoops. You stay there. The unbelievers, I don't really care. War summons seems like a necessary pickup, and you unfortunately have perished because you were greedy. Right, what do we got? Open land. Good. And it's just adjacent too, so we'll be able to connect that to our city. You guys can go and have a look down here, even though you're gonna maybe not make it home. Soz. Oh, it's bad. And you, my friend, welcome to the new world. Found an outpost for 105 bucks. A no-brainer. Now we can save up our influence for wonders and stuff, although I probably have to build my current ones for that. Boom! Whale Poop City, everybody! Fantastic. What resource do you need the most? Probably a bit of industry.
With 15 makers' quarters, your biggest
Yeah,
worry may be
there's a
where
nice
all the
little
workers will
industrial
be
forest down there. That's great. I'm going to sacrifice all the people in the city as well, and we're just going to keep building up a nice little industrial center. Whale Poop City will be the new heart of the empire, I don't doubt. Let's attach up that place to it as well. Yes. I wonder if there are some cities here that are so far behind that they need to be burnt. Unfortunately, it's the capital. I'm just going to have to catch up on this one. That's fine. What we could do is train some units. Nah. I'm not going to take the coward's way out. I'll just keep building. I guess. How are we doing with our friend over here that we've been buying off? They still really distrust us. Yeah, just not happy. Really not happy.
No doubt this independent people possess sophisticated customs, rights, language, and beliefs. I do hope you're going to treat them well.
Ooh, these guys are really tolerant of us. Let's buy them off too. They love us. They don't even know us. Okay. We're going to do it in Elephantopia because it can waste all of its production on and almost its population on building this unit and then hurrying a wonder for us, and then we'll rebuild the city in the same place and get all of the infrastructure built. We're going to need to because like this is just going to take far too long to catch up. So build that unit. One turn. Ransack our city. For some reason, annoy the rest of the AI. They're like, how dare you destroy your city? Mood.
A new independent people. And who are they? Time will tell if they are helpful, helpless, or history.
Alright, knock. 282 patronage from enemies. We have 12. I don't know if it's worth our time. Oh, but it's such a little amount of money. Let's do it anyway.
Unfortunately, this time you are merely a bystander to someone else's glory.
Okay, cool. Alright, we're getting ready that we can start taking that one. Send these units back to Whale Poop City to reconvene. Laventa, we're sticking with you. Please get basic infrastructure, thanks. It would be nice if it said the +6 on the tile, so you didn't have to mouse over it. It's just occurred to me. Because I spend a lot of time mousing over a lot of infrastructure. Maybe I need to change my view thing, actually. There are some view options there. Honestly, that's kind of nicer. But nah. Right, so we burned down Elephantopia. Get it to build, I don't know, a ceremony. Their final party. Quickly claim it before an advantageous AI decides to jump in and steal it off you, which of course they will. And then we'll turn that into a city when we can. Now, of course, the downside is we have to pay... Okay, it's only 900 influence. That's fine.
Generous. A very generous...
Oh, you've got a lot of resources I'm not trading for. Om nom 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 nom. Needy. Well, Poop City, would you like to continue your industrial heartland, or do you want to generate us some science too? I think we'll get more industry. These are getting better and better with every one we put down. Neat. Hated it but loved it, yeah. Nice to see stronger alliances. Alright, we'll leave our envoy there and just see what happens with that over time. Ow, these units could use an upgrade. They're the defenders of Whale Poop City after all. And then one more turn, just, and we'll be able to turn that back into a city, assuming that's what I want to do. And it definitely is. Get chivalry because it's cheap. Here, hilariously, it's 4v2. But we have strong boats, so we can fight them. Ooh, fighter's fate. The enemy's in retreat, leaving captured soldiers behind. What is to be done with the prisoners? +1 population, 2,000 gold. +1 strength on our elephants for 5 turns. I'll take the money. I was gonna say the pop. I'll take the money. Give me the money! I wonder how many people we've had tune in today. I can't see that statistic live for some reason at the moment, but I can still see the likes and the concurrent viewers. And I'm imagining it was probably quite a few. Thanks if you've tuned in at any point, or if you're watching the VOD afterwards. Shout out to you. You rock. Looks like over 1,000. Get back onto land. You're an elephant. What are you doing?
You now have a city.
Oh, we need to attach this up too. I've been sleeping on that for far too long. Okay, first, evolve into the city, the new city of... What was this? What did this used to be called? We'll just call it Neo-Lamu, because it's new. And then district time. Now that you've got your extra resource, all of the infrastructure you'll see is completed now. We can start pumping out some of this stuff. Also kind of tempting to break that territory away and give it to Neo-Lamu. I'm going to do that. Because Neo-Lamu has basically all of its infrastructure. So I think, and I'm not quite sure on how the maths works, like how it calculates what to give you or what not. But I think that's generally a pretty good idea for us anyway, because Neo-Lamu was a bit small. Oh yeah, this is a nice spot for some money.
As feudal structures.
Okay, I feel like we're starting to get to a point now where we're ramping. The only thing I don't know is the AI ramping as well. The Muggles have unlocked the Congress of Humankind. So we're currently on the religious hostility side. It's winning the vote. And it can't lose. I'm going to vote it as well. Doctrines, we could unlock some effects. Minus 20% money cost on the base price when buying a resource through trade. That's really nice. We can unlock a geopolitical one, an order one, or a social one if we want to. Push it towards our axis. We're going to have to invest a lot. And then we have an international crisis. Pete versus Hoff. Hoff demands that Pete cedes a city Pete wants 1,500 bucks. I'm just going to stay out of this one. I have no qualms with you. That is a nice Congress system. I like that. That's fun. Easy to use. For the most part, makes sense.
This proposal would benefit
Yeah, let's share maps. Client state thing? Yeah. It's cool, isn't it? It's cool. I was saying earlier, Frankie, it's probably my favorite part too. Or at least it's the part that I think is great. Okay, you there. Get a freaking harbor. And then attach up to, well, Poop City. The crowning jewel of the Empire. We have a good portion of international sway. We're a popular player. Okay, looks like we're going to need to run another poll, everybody. So if you could type your suggestions in chat for who you'd like to see, and I'll try and pull in either the ones that have been the most special to us or most frequently suggested. Let's have a look. So we're moving through into the early modern era. Traditionally my least favorite era in Humankind. We do have a few mountains. The Foodie Incans. Kind of fun. Maasai, another foodie. I love their unit. Dutch. They are boaty people, and their warehouse provides a lot of money per adjacent harbours. We've built our empire in such a way that this would almost be workable, but is still, in my opinion, definitely not the best boat option. But actually, we'll see as we go through. Another foodie, decent one. Maybe we're quite far behind on science, and we should take Joseon not just because they provide science, but also they provide this sick gunboat. And we actually don't have an aggressive boat yet because we keep getting, like, transports and stuff. Ming is nice, but maybe not. Ottomans, very warlike, heavy weapons. Poles, again, I lean maybe no. Spanish, no. Swiss. Allows the construction of new districts on adjacent tiles. No. Edo Japanese, think again. And Venetians, actually, is probably the other fairly decent one, eh? Joseon sounds good. The Inca. Yeah, Joseon's gunboat would be quite cool to unlock if we could get it unlocked in time. I think that the Venetians, I should say, should be our boaty choice. +1 money per number of trade routes. You've seen how many trade routes I've picked up. +2 money per naval trade route. It gets even better. Their district as well, +1 money on tiles, producing money. It stacks, of course, because you can build lots of them. Venetians would probably be the best thematic play. We would also unlock the Galleass, which is, again, another fairly sick gunner boat, actually. Much higher combat strength when in coastal waters. Could be good for coastal raiding. What does the Joseon one do? I think we're deciding between these two. Ramming. Increased movement speed in battle. And has bonus combat strength against adjacent. And it's stronger. Interesting. Probably harder to unlock as well from memory. Sometimes I just don't even get it. But if we can, with their extra science, that would be great. Let's put it to a vote. Joseon. And as a reminder, Venice. The Venetians. I should put Venetians. Early modern, whoo! Okay, let me know. I don't know if this will be a quick one, though. Let's have a look at the fame standings. Okay, a couple of silvers. We're going to need to fight somebody. And make a lot of money. But actually, these are looking alright, I guess. How are our friends doing up here? We can get a trading charter, gain access to tradable resources from them. We can get the ability to hire their people, or get 159 science. Ooh, the intelligence view. Hello. Looks like nobody's intelligent, am I right? I am. Okay. Three-masted ship will be our next city settler. We can unlock the cog. I'm gonna unlock the cog, just to be safe. I think that's fine. City. What is your focus going to be? A hamlet would be nice to help it grow in the future. We can also lock some stuff onto it. So we could use it to build maybe like adjacent to this stuff. But actually 21 industry is really nice. Yeah, and we're making a lot of money now too, everybody. 1,000 gold per turn. I like to see it. Back to these guys with the treaty. I think we'll take this science collab. Oh yeah, I wanted to see how much science I was getting. 560. Yeah, so that's great. That's like 30% above what we're already getting. So let's take science collaboration with them. Wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. I'm glad I kept you there. Because realistically, I don't know if I would make... Yeah, see, like I'm only making 108 science from my own cities. Actually, much worse. Much worse. Ah! Let me get libraries online.
That is codified
I feel a bit like I'm playing Civ 5 and I forgot to build my national college or something, looking at that yield. Yeah, this one as well, plus 19. You're hired. Maybe we go kind of heavy on La Venta. Bit more science around the strategic objectives. Looks good. In fact, we can just splash a whole load of cash down there and really start to ramp up our science. Good. That was a huge turn for the nerds of this world. We will get some, I think, around this strategic objective as well. We might as well. Whoa. Oh. Well, that was a bit. Yike. Okay. Moving swiftly along.
This is something.
Yeah, I'll share maps with you. Show me your world! Aside from our infrastructure deficits, I think we're catching up well. Fame standings looking a little bit shy though. We probably need to get into a fight this era. I'd also like to keep upgrading these guys' treaties because I feel like I've majorly missed out. Cultural export. +1 influence of your ideological position on their doctrine axis. Fine. Become more like me. Speaking of which, how's Nock doing? Hey, friend. Do you want to give me 165 science? Thanks. That's pretty good.
You have unlocked seafaring.
So many pop-ups.
To safely travel.
Our technology should fly through a bit now, so we probably won't need all of those upgrades, or those boosts from, you know, other people having researched stuff before us. In fact, if anything, it might start to turn on its head, so maybe I should actually cancel those deals. Honestly, not a bad shout. Hey, we've just crossed over the 3-hour mark, and I've got to cut it here. Lunchtime for me in little old New Zealand. So I'm going to save this, and obviously, ready for part 2, which we will return to in probably the not so distant future as we gear up towards 50,000 subscribers. Of course, as I mentioned at the start, I'm going to be revisiting the games that we love, and of course we'll need to finish a game of Humankind at the very least. So I will be back for part 2 where we'll play this through. We are currently losing, but I feel like it's going to be doable. Thank you very much for joining me today. This was a fantastic stream. It was so cool to see faces new and old turn out. So many people. And also I want to give an extra special shout out to Pete, to Johnny, and then 2 massive ones to Gareth and Frankie. You two in particular, my goodness. But thanks to all 4 of you for supporting the stream today on the YouTube side of things. Greatly appreciated. And until next time, everybody, where I'll see you for part 2, take care out there.